How much attention do you pay to market data when making production decisions? It's information that can be as important to farm profits as pasture management or selecting the right bull or ram. But many producers either don't look at it at all or don't know how to use it effectively. That's why MLA is now piloting a series of workshops about how to choose and use data to improve your bottom line. James Fremantle went along to find out more.
With so much data at our fingertips in the information age, it's not always easy to focus in on what's useful. How do meat producers sort through what's out there and apply the most relevant data to improving their bottom lines?
These lambs here, just fattening them up for the domestic market, trade weights. So yeah, just buy them, keep them for a short term and sell them hopefully before the new season's lambs come in and on the market, which might bring these type of lambs back.
Anthony Collins and his father Jeff focused their efforts mostly on lamb trading on their 600 hectares near Bendigo in Victoria. Success in the market depends on making well-informed trading decisions. But if you don't know where to look or how to interpret the smorgasbord of data, there's a strong chance you'll be fleeced.
The day-to-day activities and the history and exports and research and development, it's all there. So yeah, it's just a matter of ciphering out what you need and what's relevant to your business and your trading or your future, I guess, yeah.
Robert Herman's job is to help producers minimise the guesswork. In conjunction with MLA, Rob is piloting workshops for producers called Making Informed Trading Decisions.
When we looked at our clients, they have two risks. They have a production risk and they have a price risk. Farmers by and large are fantastic at managing that production risk and they love it, and that's the exciting part. But the price risk, which is also there, is quite often gets overlooked. We'd like to apply the same sort of effort and importance to the management of price.
To do that, Rob emphasises the importance of the data collected by MLA's National Livestock Reporting Service and made available through a variety of sources.
In the field, a lot of farmers were just scratching the surface of that information. They were just seeing, the market report in the paper or getting a radio report. We knew that underneath that in-depth data was important, but it was also, when people looked at it on the surface, it was complicated. What does it mean? How can I apply it?
Rob's goals are to help producers identify and mitigate risks through interpretation of the type of independent historical market data readily available on the new MLA website.
It'll tell us what is the likelihood of the price moving in a certain direction, how much does it move on average. We can use mathematical calculations such as standard deviations to try and be more predictive. Demand comes out on these reports, supply numbers are predicted and come out on these reports, currency predictions, what's happening in the big markets.
And as well as information on market direction, there's pricing data.
Trading lambs is all about, not so much about what you pay or what you get, but what the margin is in between.
Exactly right.
Here in southeastern South Australia, in prime red gum grazing country, cow trader Charlie Good uses carefully selected historical and current market data to minimise his risk and maximise returns.
We match the EYCI with the cow market, and so we use what was called the basis, the difference between the physical cow market and the EYCI, and we try and buy in at the lowest of the EYCI and sell in the peak. This is the 5-year average, and this is the long-term average. When we buy, about week 19, it's at its lowest, and it's at its peak in about week 31, week 32.
So if you sell past that time, you're losing value, even if you're adding weight to the cattle.
Well, you're certainly adding weight, but the price per kilogram is declining.
With a distinguished Hereford stud career behind him, Charlie now applies his analytical skills to trading, relying on selected data to maintain his objectivity and focus. That's what the data does for you.
Yes.
Actually says to you, okay, I want to hold them longer because I've got lots of feed, but I'm going to sell because I know the price is going to drop in the next few weeks.
Well, the indication is it's going to, based on the 5-year average. We're very close to to the Narrowcourt sale yards, and we're very close to Tees Meatworks. It's a 22-inch rainfall. It's beautiful red gum country, quite expensive, and so we have consequently gone away from a breeding program to a finishing program, where we now buy and store cattle and fatten them and send them back into the meatworks.
Jenny Ann Hall's advice is to focus on the market information that is most specific to your enterprise.
There is a lot of information available, but it's important to actually work out what is relevant to you. And it might be information from a sale yard that is near you, or it might be an indicator that is of a similar type to the type of cattle you were trying to sell.
An understanding of data has opened the gate to some surprising pragmatic decisions.
Well, we don't supplementary feed at all. We've tried to, doing our gross margins, we've realised that one of the biggest issues with productivity or gross margins for beef cattle is the supplementary feeding component. We destock totally through the summer and autumn, and only buy when we've got grass in the paddock. There's just a plethora of information out there. Where do we get it from? We listen to the radio in the morning, we look at the market reports, but basically the true indicator for us is the MLA website.
As Rob Herman says, applying the right data is a matter of sorting the wheat from the chaff.
With a little bit of effort, farmers can become really proficient at managing price risk and developing marketing strategies, same way as they do with their production.
The downside of not being able to manage price and supply risk is really just being at the whim of the market and the whim of the conditions that are actually impacting on the market.
And that all helps with the ultimate goal.
Yeah, make more money, hopefully.